Hello friends, it's Jerry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? I'm here to share a flip through on this little journal. And so welcome to my channel. I just try to make this a quick one for you, but super excited to just share this and maybe it will inspire someone or give you some ideas. I was watching some videos tonight and just saw some really beautiful flip throughs. So I just finished this journal and it's going off in the mail, so wanted to just do a quick flip through. It's a little golden book. I've got it closed with some matching lace here, coordinating. Got a little bead dangle here hanging on a binder clip, and it's got a bronze chain with some little pretty little bead dangles, just pearls and little all kinds of little pretty little things. So that comes off, and then so this is my little book of prayers, the golden book. I've got the bronze book corners on all four corners. You can kind of see how it's not really that chunky, but it got chunky after I put everything, the ephemera and tags and everything in there. So this is what it looks like from this side. I've got a couple of tabs. And then this is the top. Let me show you the spine real quick. Really cute little spine, the way it's shaped and turned out. And then, so this is the, I've got the daisy trim here. I've got this kind of coordinating fabric here, really pretty yellow and green. I've got yellow trim here. There's 3 signatures and the daisy trim on the back also. So let's just get started on the inside. I've got a seed packet on the inside cover here with a tag, a decorated tag. I've got purple lace here on the top of the tag, and then a pretty little floral book page tag there, and right in the front pocket. And I used some border punch on a few of the pages in here. So I would start out with a pretty scrapbook paper, kind of coordinating with the whole like greens of the journal. And then I just used kind of coordinating scrapbook papers throughout. I've got some ledger paper here. I wanted to make sure there was plenty of room for writing and putting in mementos and pictures and things. So I've got some rubber stamping. Here's one of my, I'm gonna put that back. Here's some floral rubber stamping here with some, I used, I believe, some coffee archival ink with my stamps in this journal. And this little piece is sewn on here, and it's actually a flip out. It's a hinge for a flip out bag, paper bag. It's a blue paper bag, and this is a little pocket on this side with, it's decorated with, the little pocket is decorated, and it's got a little piece of floral decoration on here with some trim. And then I've got some butterflies here with a little center piece of beads and stamping on those. And on this side, a little pocket also, which I have some items in, just some little ephemera type things. And under, let me just pull those out real quick so you can see that this pocket is decorated here too with a piece of floral. I cut that out from a magazine, and then some stamping, a little sticker that looks like a postage stamp. And then there's some kind of lacy trim right there, some like vintage lacy trim. There's a little tag in the pocket, or in the paper bag also, which I will pull out here for you. It's made with file folder, and I've got patterned tissue paper on over the top, sewn zigzag stitch, sewn around the edges with some pink embroidery lace, you know, pink embroidery string here. A piece, this was cut out from a magazine, I believe, and then the word wonderful is right there. So just a cute little tag to stick in that bag. And then as we turn the page, this is scrapbook paper, and what I did here was just, oh, my bead dangle came off of here, so that this goes on the bead dangle. I've got to fix that. And then just some graph paper. And we've got scrapbook paper here, which is double-sided. I think all my scrapbook paper that I used in here was double-sided. a little pretty little pocket here with a kind of 3D butterfly with two little pearl beads right here in the middle of that, and a couple of tags in here, and I've got three things here, so let me pull them out and show you because they're really pretty. This is scrapbook paper, but this was also double-sided, and so we've got the pretty pattern here with the word, the words "Keep Choosing Joy" right here, and then right here a couple of little scrapbook paper butterflies with this was actually a kind of a sticker for a planner that looks like a quote, or a little quote with lines, but it actually looks like notebook paper too. So I put that right there to write on, and then the butterflies down there. So that's like a double tag, and there's a piece of vintage trim right up here. So that I had tucked in there. This is just a little decorated tag made from a time card, some napkin trim, lace trim, and a little button, and then this little piece of ribbon stapled on there with a tiny attacher. And then this is a little tiny envelope here that kind of coordinates with the whole pink and green theme of this little journal. So I tucked that right in there. And then this is some pink lined paper, and this is music actually piano book paper, which I cut down. There's a dragonfly stamp, rubber stamp here, and a scrapbook paper tag that's just sewn on right there, a tab. Then we flip this over. This double-sided, pretty double-sided scrapbook paper with a little tuck side pocket here. A journaling card made from coffee dyed paper, and this is magazine. Actually, I got this in Happy Mail from JD at Willowbound Journals. So I'm sharing that. And then a time card made into like a little, it's like a little journaling booklet, I guess. You see the time card, and then I've got just some paper that I've aged here and kind of glued around the top, and a piece of lace and the word inspire right there. And that's in that little side pocket. Some kids writing paper. This is a pretty card that I have in the middle of this signature, and I did use green and white baker's twine to bind all the signatures in here because it went so well with the whole theme of this journal. And then so we're on the back half here of the first signature. Got a tag here, which is another double tag. So like on the front here I have the pink rickrack, and these flowers, they're kind of an aqua color, bluish aqua, and then in the center they have a little pink dot. So I thought that looked so pretty with the pink rickrack. It's on the front and the back, and then you open it up and you have, I put a little quote right here, and then this I cut out with my punch that's scalloped square and distressed it. And then right here is a little, just a little kind of a journaling spot. What you can do is open, this is a little tab to hold this in place, but it kind of folds out here, and that tucks under there so it doesn't, flop around. And then you also can open this up, and you've got writing room here, and all this right here. So just a fun little tag that I had right here, and it kind of looks good with the overall color of this page. And then here's the other side we're on the back half now. The first signature, I've got a fabric tab here, and this is a piece of the fabric, kind of a scrap from the fabric I used on the spine. And then here we're the back half of the first signature again. This is a little pocket here, with a thumb hole cut out. I've got just a little decoration there. And then another tag that was made from file folder again, some of the green and white baker's twine, a little Tim Holtz person with some a butterfly that I cut out of some book page, and I put those on him as his wings, and so he's a little winged man with the word wonder right there at the bottom. So a nice little journaling. You can journal on the back of that, or use it however someone would wish. And then so just graph paper here. I don't think there's anything in between. And then there's a belly band here. It's a double-sided with a little double tag, plenty of journaling room on that. So that was just tucked right in here. And then, so this belly band wraps around this page where I've got 2 more of those double tags hanging right there. And this is another border punched ledger page and a border punched scrapbook paper page. And here's the second signature. And the second signature is the book. So this was the original book right here in the middle. So it can still be read. And I did not, I don't think I cut off any of the pages, but I did fold them over so that, you know, they would fit into the book. Since it's, what I did was with the spine, I folded the little gold binding part of the spine over to form my spine here. So that made it shorter. So I had to fold my pages because I didn't want to cut them off. I thought these pages were just too cute to cut off. I couldn't cut them off. So I figured just fold them over and keep them all pretty. So I sewed on some of the fabric from the spine here, some more scraps that I cut to fit right here, and just make a little pretty little trim there. And then this was a vintage book too. And so right here, just another folded over with a paper clip that I made from a paper clip and some 3D stickers. And then here's a fabric tab from that fabric on the spine again. And then just more pages that are folded over. Here's the middle of this signature, and I've got some border punch right here. And just some more folded over pages so this story can be seen and read in its entirety. Some just beautiful images and really cute images and creatures on these pages. Here's a little vintage playing card that I sewed on right here as a tab. And then that's the back of the second signature. So that's all the pages from the book. And then here's the third signature. So we start with the same scrapbook paper as we had, you know, on the first signature. And then also the border punch again. And then I've got a little banner tuck spot here. It's just made from scrapbook paper, and I've got a little trim, like a punch trim here. So it's got a little, you know, decoration there. And then the butterfly stamp is actually on this side, but it shows through, which is kind of a cool effect, I think, on this side. And then a little journaling card here, just a little cute journaling card that I stuck right there. And this is actually a flip out over here with a hinge. I made with a hinge, matching kind of coordinating scrapbook paper, but it also formed a little tuck spot there. So I tucked in this little cute little paper, kind of like a paper doll. It was from a banner that I had, and I'm not sure how old these were. It looks browned on the back kind of, so it could be vintage, but I had picked these up in a banner that I showed in one of my, I think, estate sale videos, where this was a banner, and I'm just cutting the pieces off and using them as either as tags or, you know, just little embellishments, so, or, you know, ephemera type things. So I just tucked her in here. I think her pink dress went so well with this journal, and thought the person that's getting this would enjoy her, so she's tucked in there. And then this is a fold out little page just for extra room. And we've got graph paper and a banner paper clip here with a cute little coordinating with the pink bridge tally card. So just a cute little, that's a Hallmark card. I'm trying to remember if these were vintage. I think they were. I don't see a date here, but I think these were vintage as far as I remember. And then just another little border punched trim here that formed a tuck spot. And this is just a little journaling card I made out of an index card that was cut probably in half or smaller, and a little sticker on there with some distress ink, and just turned out really cute and coordinated well with this journal. Some more pretty scrapbook paper with a scrapbook paper sewn on tab. Here I've got some more piano book paper with a tuck spot here. That's a flip up and another double tag. and this opens up to where I did some stamping underneath, and then as a first layer, then I put some kids writing paper here. I used a piece of the kids writing paper as a hinge, and then this folds up for some more decoration of a piece of that scrapbook paper and some more kids writing paper there. So just really cute. And I made this bow myself out of some blanket trim. You can see how it's kind of satiny. So that's blanket trim. I just gathered it in the middle and tied a piece of thread, and I've got the strings hanging here too. So just made a little bow with that blanket trim. I've got a little butterfly rubber stamping right here in the middle of this little flip up too. So, and that's sewn on there, so really cute. Scrapbook paper, double-sided, and kids writing paper. And in the middle of this signature, this is the middle with the strings, and I've got a pretty paper bag here that I used pinking shears on both ends. Like I cut the bottom off so that I have two pockets. Use pinking shears so that I have a pretty edge there, and put lots of goodies in here. I don't know if I can pull them all out or not. Let me see, because I do have lots of goodies in here. Yeah, I think I might have got them all. So I've got a couple little journaling cards, a little bunny sticker, and here's another journaling card. Just a lot of coordinating, little squirrel sticker, a Rolodex card, and let's see, what is this? This is an envelope that I made out of a magazine page. It's a cookie page, so that fit in there just right in here, like that. And then this side, lots of goodies in here. I just want to pull them out because they're so, I kind of just really wanted to put some cute stuff in here, so wouldn't mind showing you. This is not going in my shop, so it's not a surprise for anyone, and I don't think the person that's getting this is going to watch this video. So this is really just a share. And here's another little piece I'm not going to pull out, but it's a little flower, a couple little flowers that I punched out of a playing card, and I had picked this out because it was green to match the greens and pinks in this journal. Here's another piece of the playing card. I was just kind of experimenting, having fun with my punches to see if I could punch through a playing card, because they're a little thicker. So, and it did. My punch did get stuck though, and I had to push it back out. But it worked. It didn't break it. Here's a little picture, a little receipt. I have dyed some of my green guest checks. I dyed them with pink food coloring, so that's a pink dyed guest check. Let me get these in here nice. There we go. And these are just some, there's a Monopoly money piece, and just some random pieces from like vintage little address books. So that's what these two are. A piece from a receipt, a little typewriter journaling card, and the Monopoly money. So just I put as much fun stuff as I could put in here. This is a small bag, but I got it all in there, and it's kind of pretty packed. So this is the back half of the the third signature, where we have a fold out piano paper with the friend to friend stamp, a belly band here where I've got a few things. I've got a pocket here that I made from scrapbook paper with a thumb hole on both sides, a tab in here that's got a sewn on piece of trim, and it's just made from probably a scrapbook, a scrap piece from a manila folder that I distressed. And I just, I really like manila folder, even just plain like that. I think it's, I don't know, I have a thing for that. So I have a bunch of little tags made from manila folder, just fun to include in journals and let somebody else decorate if they want. And this one's made from an index card again with a pretty sticker, and it's distressed. And then I have kind of folded over the belly band here. So here's the belly band, it's sewn on, And this is a little mini kind of file folder made from double-sided scrapbook paper. So I had this just hanging over that for fun, and it coordinates all the green and pink. And then pink lined paper. And I put some trim here, some kind of like eyelet trim right here. It's scalloped. And then I've got this tag that I made with file folder again, covered with patterned tissue paper. I've got a pretty green lace here, and this is a piece of a real fern from my garden that I had dried and pressed, and I glued it on here. And this says "Seize the Day," some words there. So that was tucked right in this piece of lace under there. And I've got a little kind of paper clip dangle here. It's on a bulb pin, and I just wrapped this with coordinating pieces from, I think they were extra pieces actually of scrapbook paper from the paper I used in this journal. So they, of course, coordinate, and I think that's just so pretty hanging right there on that trim. And then graph paper, and here's a flip up. Got a little bee under here, and this is all my flip ups and things I've used done in here with little scrapbook, and use the paper to make hinges. This one, most of them I sewed on. This one I think I glued on. So that's just, I think that's really fun, just to use your papers from the journal, your scraps, to make little things like this, to flip up and a hinge, and it all coordinates so pretty. And it, over here you got a little trim from that hinge. And then we've got the ledger paper here with a dragonfly, and a scrapbook paper tab that's sewn on. And then just over here, this is the last page with double-sided scrapbook paper, and we've got a border punch on that. And then right here is the last inside of the back cover, which I have a little, I had made some of these in one of my videos, and it's pressed flowers from my garden, and just made a little tag that says wonder with some vintage fabric little trim here at the top. That's a see-through window, so you can see it both sides. It's sewn around, and there's just, I think that's the last one. I think I need to make some more, but I've got that on there with the binder clip. So that's the whole journal, and I think it came out super cute. You can see all the prettiness there. And I hope you liked it, and maybe got some ideas, or just liked my flip through. So I want to wish everyone a good night, and I will see you next time, and happy crafting, and thank you for watching. See you next time.